team's offense this year to last year? Any differences or changes?
You know, they're spread you out team. They got good skill players, good quarterback. They like to get you out in open spaces and see if you can tackle out in open spaces. They're a good football team.
With them not naming a starter yet, are there any challenges trying to prepare for different guys?
Well, 10 and 1 are two totally different quarterbacks. So if one's in there, it's a little bit harder to prepare for probably. But they're both good. You know, the little we've seen of both of them, of number one, hadn't changed a whole bunch. But they just got good skill guys. Their O-line's really talented and athletic. It's going to be a challenge.
I guess Coach Elliott said today that y'all are going to be a little bit more physical in practice. Will that help the open field tackling?
Anytime you can practice physical and practice good and hard. We did a couple live situations today we hadn't done all year, so that's always good and always a plus, and I'm all for it.
How much does their quarterback run game kind of add to their overall ground game?
They mix in their quarterback runs and do a good job with keeping you off balance and mixing it up with play action passes. So they do a good job of mixing in the quarterback runs.
Y'all look a bit at what Ole Miss and Alabama did since they did have some success slowing them down.
Well, we've looked at all the games this year and we're game planning off those.
When you see a team like Ole Miss just handle A&M the way that they did, what does that kind of prepare you guys for the next week? Are you able to build off that, or is it just kind of uncertain knowing that they're going to?
You know, we just kind of worry about what we got to do and what our players are able to do. But, you know, anytime they got after, they played hard, Ole Miss did. That's the biggest thing you can say about it. You know, a lot of stuff they did, you know, maybe here and there, a little unsound maybe sometimes, but they played hard and they got after them and were physical all night.
Who was running with your first group today? Who was running with the first team today?
T.J. Holloman, Scrabble, and Joshua.
How much do you try to work Bryson in after, obviously, the time he got last game?
Bryson Allen Williams?
Yeah.
Well, you got to have a backup at every position, and right now he's young. He's just young and kind of. T.J. Holloman's been a little bit more of a leader, not a leader, but he's a little bit older and a little bit wiser. He's a quarterback out there and has to make all the checks. Bryson's doing a really good job, but he just got to pick it up and just get a little bit better with the mental side of it a little bit. But he's a good football player. He's going to be special.